Yeah, guys, what we want to do here is run through with you how we made this construction, okay? How we made this construction and all these formulas over here, because you're going to have to do the same, okay? So we're going to just uh, go and open up a new construction. And now, remember, in the new construction, we now want the algebra window and the graphics window. We don't necessarily need the axes or the grid on, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to construct our triangle with, okay, 3 lines. All right, so here's our line. Here's another line. Okay, and here's our triangle ABC. Okay, now we can construct a triangle inside of that from A to B to C and back to A. Okay, now we have our triangle constructed. We can find its area up here. All right, so we want its area. Click on it, there's this area. And of course, we can see that the area is subject to change as we change the configuration of the triangle, maybe from a right to an acute all the way to an obtuse. Okay, so now let's find our heights. Okay, now our heights are from one point perpendicular to the opposite side. So we're going to go up here. We're going to make sure we choose the perpendicular. We want to run from here to there with a perpendicular. Okay, we want to run from here to here with our perpendicular, and we want to run from A to side BC with our perpendicular. And there it is. So this is, of course, an obtuse triangle since our perpendiculars are outside. Now, we want to find our points of intersection. Okay, so that's going to be points, and we want intersected objects. So again, we're just going to scroll over here and here. We can label our point. And we want to find where the height from C meets side AB. So we'll scroll over here and here and designate that as our point. All right. And lastly, we want to know the height from B to side AC. So we're going to scroll over here, and that's our point. Okay. Now we're going to make segments to show our heights. Segment from A to D. Segment from B to F. And segment from C to E. Now we're going to want to, now you can see those segments are designated. EC is segment J. I want to make some modifications to that. So click on that. And let's double check our segments here. Okay. There's my segment EC, which is segment I. I'm going to click on Object Properties. I'll change my color. I'll go with red. I'll change my style. Maybe increase my thickness to about 5. And a dotted style. Okay. And that should do it for that one. All right. I want to do the same for these other segments. Okay. So same for those other segments. So didn't do that. Okay, so select the other segments. Okay, and that's segment H. So I'm going to do the same for each. Object properties. Okay. Color red. Style. Line thickness 5. With a dotted segment. Okay. Okay. That takes care of that one. And I guess lastly, we'll do this one, which is our segment here, which is segment G, right? So again, right click on that, object properties, style 5, style dotted, color red. Now all of our heights are easily distinguished as being red segments. Okay, when it is an when it is a acute triangle, their intersection is inside. When it's a right triangle, their intersection is at the right angle. That's the intersection of the altitudes, which are now the height. Uh, when it's obtuse, it's outside. Okay. Now, really, what I want to do is this looks a little confusing, so I want to do away with everything except for the triangle and the heights, which are in red. So, um, I get an idea where these segments are, these lines, okay, and I just want to right click and not show them. Right click and not show it. Right click and not show it. And do that for every one of these, uh, every one of these lines up here. And lastly, right click and not show it. Okay, so now here all I have is my triangle with its heights. Now I want to put a kind of text box up here, uh, and I want to put the heading on that, which we saw what it was, the area of the triangle. But I also want to start showing you how you can compute when we want to compute, like we saw in the previous one, all three. Okay, so I can again just write, okay, area of, I can use the symbols to pick up my triangle symbol. Scroll down, here we go. ABC equals, okay, so it equals 1/2 of the height, okay, so let's say we use height AD, 1/2 of AD times, so AD is our height, so that makes BC our base. Okay, and we have that. Now we click on that, we can increase the size and fonts of that. Okay, and let's make it bold. Let's bring it over here. Now we want to do the formula for that. Okay, so now let's create another text box, and in the other text box, we're going to put that formula. Remember, our formula is going to is going to say in quotation area quotation of symbols triangle ABC equals in quotation. Now we're putting in a formula, so we always begin with a plus sign. Okay, and in parentheses, what we want to put in here. Okay, we know we need segment AD. So, but we need 1/2, so I'm going to put that in as 0.5. 0.5 AD. Okay, AD is said to me over here is segment G. So 1/2 of G. I'll put a multiplication asterisk G times, okay, segment segment of the triangle BC is A1, so we have to enter that as A underscore 1. Close it, and there's our formula for the area, our value for the area. Okay, you want to do that, click that. Okay, we can increase this to a larger font size, and we want to do that for all three ways of computing the area of the triangle with the three sides as we saw in the opening. All right, so that you're guaranteed it just always gives the exact same area. Okay, again, as we saw in the earlier video, we could turn on our grids and our axes, and we could like put these into more convenient locations to maybe match some of the problems that we have in our textbooks, or to get a better understanding of how we come up with those values. Okay, so there you have it. That's a construction you're going to have. And again, you're going to have the three areas. The areas computed the three ways. That is the same formula, but using the different height and base each time. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Have fun with it.